Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Yes, it's Monday. Good morning. Back to the work week. How you feeling out there?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How was y'all weekend, man?
It was good. It was really good. I went to Charlotte. It was a great turnout. I actually did not have an opener. I did 2 90-minute shows each night.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you tired?
Acting like you're not pregnant.
Absolutely. No, I know, right? But this is how I feel. I wanted openers, but then it's like, yo, at the beginning of my career, like with stand-up, I didn't mind, giving
anybody,
locals,
right?
And, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like, I want people to walk away from my show like, yo, the whole thing was funny.
Right.
I don't want somebody to be like, she was funny, but her opener, I don't like that. I have to bring a certain level of quality to my shows. Mm-hmm. So I did 90 minutes.
So you telling me as soon as the show started, they get Jess Hilarious?
I went straight up there. Yep. They were surprised, and they was like, damn, okay, that's
But people don't know the importance of an opener.
Yeah,
because
man.
the opener sets up your show. They make sure they don't say the same jokes, and they make sure that they're funny enough to keep the crowd going. Because a lot of times, if you got a bad opener, people's mouths is pissed off. They're school-faced at you because the opener them tore it up for you.
Yeah, and in the beginning, that was cool. But now, it's like I said, I got to deliver a certain amount of quality. Mm-hmm. Like, so I really take my show serious. My fans showed up. They went crazy. It was a lot of people. I was happy about it. I did not have a good eating experience.
I was about to ask you, what did you eat?
Nope,
All that laughing. Okay, I know you're making people laugh. What did you eat, though?
Do you know, like chefs, they'll reach out and then they just stop talking. I don't like that. Somebody asks me, can they cook for me? I'm talking about this person, business. I go to their page, they are legit. And then just stop talking to me. I'm like, look, I don't got time for that. No. So we went to the market, we got something to eat, and we cooked. Like I just like, no, I ain't got time for that.
Damn, Charlotte.
Yep.
Y'all supposed to show up with the food. 704.
Yeah. I was so upset. I was like, dang, 2 chefs did that. So I'm like, no, I don't got time for this. Yeah.
All right, well. My weekend was good. A bad sports weekend. My Knicks lost.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, oh my God, no, they lost. 1-2-3 Cancun on 3. 1-2-3 Cancun. So we all going on vacation, so the Knicks lost. We'll talk about it in front page news. Also, it was all about the presidents. Donald Trump is headed to the Bronx. We'll tell you why. Biden was at Morehouse giving a commencement, and RFK Jr., who's running on the independent, he put his house that I guess that he was registering that he's gonna, be a president from. Mm-hmm. The house is in foreclosure. We'll tell you about that when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Happy birthday, Busta Rhymes. I wanted to get this on. I know this is Chris Brown's record, but
it's okay.
This is the verse that everybody knows about Busta.
Yes.
Young, old, it doesn't matter. Happy birthday, Busta Bus.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Busta Bus. Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. And let's get in some front page news. Now, over the weekend, the Knicks lost 130-109. They got blown, but Jalen Brunson got injured during the game. OG got injured within the first 4 minutes. We just didn't have enough, gas in the tank. So
the Knicks will be fine. They got a lot to grow from. Mm-hmm. I mean, without injuries, who knows how far the Knicks go this year? So
that's right.
They got a lot to build on.
That's right. Now the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets last night, 98-90, and Timberwolves they actually move on to the next the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference.
That was a shocker.
Yes, it was.
I mean, that was a shocker. The Denver Nuggets are the defending champions. Very good team. But, I mean, the Timberwolves were very good, too. I just didn't know if they were ready to make that next step so soon, but I guess so. And that Mavs-Timberwolves series is going to be exciting.
Yes, it is.
Anthony Edwards, Luka, Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. Oof.
Now, Tyson Fury fought over the weekend. I didn't see the fight. I know you guys watched the fight.
Yes,
How was the fight?
I thought it was a great little heavyweight squabble. I thought it was a good fight.
And who won?
Usyk won. Mm-hmm. I think Usyk should have won. They made the right decision. I thought it could have been a draw too, but if I had to pick a winner, it would have been Usyk. They made the right choice.
Okay.
I just wanted it to be a draw just for controversy purposes, though, just so they could line it back. Even though they are going to rematch, I think in October.
They're going to get it right back up. Okay.
Damn, they're going to turn around and fight again this year?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, they usually fight within 6 months, so that's what? June, July,
enough time
September.
to recover
This
and
is
stuff
spring.
like
They
that?
fight again in the fall.
Yeah, they fight in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, now President Joe Biden gave the commencement speech at Morehouse, and there was a lot of people that were opposed to it, student and faculty.
Well, this was a speech that was mostly well received here at Morehouse, Hallie. In his salute to the class of 2024, President Biden talked about faith and leadership and democracy, among other things. He also faced the Israel-Hamas war issue head-on, calling for an immediate ceasefire and return of the hostages taken by Hamas. He also said he supports peaceful protest and told the graduates, "I hear you." Now, a handful of graduates turned around in their seats during the president's remarks. Others wore symbols of support for the Palestinian people. The class valedictorian did not directly address President Biden, but he did call for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza as well.
Right, so that was with Joe Biden. Now, Donald Trump.
You know, I thought Morehouse was going to get more active, but that's what I get for listening to the internet. You know what I mean? But I guess, you know, they did what they could do without being too disruptive. But if you don't want to be disruptive, that defeats the whole purpose of a protest.
Right, before we get to Trump and what Trump was doing, we'll give you just a part of Biden's speech.
I want to say this very clearly. I support peaceful, nonviolent protest. Your voices should be heard, and I promise you I hear them. I'm relieving the burden of student debt. Many of you have already had the benefit of it, so I can chase your dream and grow the economy. And the Supreme Court told me I couldn't. I found two other ways to do it.
All right, so that was part of his speech at the commencement at Morehouse.
Yeah, I saw some political pundits like Charles Coleman. He's been up here before. He said he was saying that Biden's speech was more of a campaign speech more than a commencement speech.
Well, Donald Trump will be in the Bronx on Thursday. Now, he's going to hold his first New York rally in 8 years. This is going to be at Crotona Park at 6 p.m. on Thursday. They believe there's going to be about a couple thousand people out there, and this is going to be his first. Now, he also accepts an NRA endorsement over the weekend.
The NRA has stood with me from the very beginning, and with your vote, I will stand strong for your rights and liberties. And 4 more years in the White House, we're going to do things like nobody can believe. We're going to turn our country around. We're going to, quite simply, make America great again. You see this case that's in New York, this fake case with a highly conflicted judge? So conflicted, there's probably no judge maybe in history that's been as conflicted as this guy, and he refuses to recuse himself. But I'm able to talk about things, although I do have a gag order. I can't talk about the things I want to talk about, because what I talk about is just on the surface. Because if I go in, they want to put me in jail. Can you believe? They want to put me in jail. RFK Jr., I call him Junior. By the way, he's radical left. Don't think about it. Don't waste your vote. We need a conservative person with common sense. This guy is radical left who destroyed New York.
Yeah, so that was part of Donald Trump when after he got the acceptance from the NRA. Now,
and that is right. That right there is why you will never get any kind of propaganda legislation in this country. Okay, because the NRA is in all of their pockets. You hear me?
Money runs everything. Now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., people were talking about him because I guess the residence that he listed as his home to vote, his Westchester County address, people are saying that house is actually in foreclosure. It's in foreclosure proceedings for non-payment. And all the neighbors said, we've never seen him here. He doesn't live here. So people are kind of just concerned and shocked that he used that home as an address because that house is about to be in foreclosure.
That seems so light. Compared to what all of these other candidates got going on, that seems so light. You can't get no stronger scandal than that, RFK Jr.?
No, and that is it, and that is front page news. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Phone lines are wide open if you need to vent. Let us know how your weekend was. If something's bothering you, or you had a great weekend or a horrible weekend, whatever it may be. Your favorite New York Knicks team lost or whatever.
Your favorite New York Knicks team?
Your favorite New York team, I want to say.
This guy.
But whatever it may be, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
It was your boy DJ Easy. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, brother.
Easy, what's up, brother?
Hey, Charlamagne the Garbage himself, Jess Hilarious. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
DJ Envy, big bro, what's going on?
What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hey, I want to talk about something. Listen, the restaurant club owning business is not an easy thing. And it's very, very rough, but I'm over here trying to keep my head above water. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I want to get off my chest. Good morning, Jess. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good. Yes, I'm all right. Thank you for asking.
Yo, so I got a question for you, Jess. Did you already have your baby shower?
No, not yet.
So I would love to coordinate your baby shower for you on the house of my new club that I just bought, Island Seas in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And I hopefully we could talk and make sure that you're having a wonderful experience and just make sure you have a great time.
Okay, I appreciate that. My baby shower is going to be in D.C. It's not going to be in New York.
Our family lives in D.C., Baltimore area,
yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, you know what? Like I said, I've always been a big fan of the Breakfast Club, and I'm happy to see you part of the team now.
Thank you.
And, you know, I mean, and even if you're in the D.C. area, I'll slide through your DM and just see if we can plan something more going on in the future.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And Charlamagne, please let me get a copy of the book, man. I'm a big reader.
I got you, man. It comes out tomorrow. I'll mail you a copy, though. But my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, will be available everywhere you buy books tomorrow.
Hold on, Easy.
Nope. Hey, and listen, and don't sleep on Diddy. Give Diddy that same energy.
All right, brother.
What energy? You gotta pick what energy. You can't just say same energy. What energy?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, DJ Envy. This is Derek from Jersey. How are you this morning?
Hey, Derek, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Well, first of all, I just want to say good morning to the Breakfast Club. How you doing, Charlamagne? How you doing, Jess Hilarious?
Peace, King.
Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, people, I have to ask this. Are we giving grace to Diddy this morning behind what the video that was released over the weekend and then the apology that was put out on Sunday yesterday?
What is grace? Define grace. Like, what grace would we be giving Diddy? Or what grace could anybody give Diddy? What is grace?
The reason why I say that, Uncle Charlotte, is because honestly, I want you to give the man donkey of the day, because you said it's giving people the credit for being stupid. And
absolutely,
I think this whole situation is stupidity at its highest form.
I agree.
Because the man denied any allegations that were against him in regards to I don't want to say the name. I'm just going to say some very salacious things. And then there's a video that shows exactly what he was accused of. And then he puts out a video apologizing without mentioning anyone specifically.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And as a fan of hip hop in general, in the culture in general, and I ain't gonna lie, Diddy specifically, I feel like he has let me down. Mm-hmm. I am disappointed. I am angry, and I need some type of conversation to come from this. I need something to be discussed, not only with that man specifically, but the overall salacious nature of it. I need that brought into focus. You know, you're a father of 4 girls. Envy's a father of I don't know how many girls, because he got his seed. His seed is strong. And Jess Hilarious is a mother. Yeah. You know, it needs to be spoken about. There's a bigger thing that needs to be discussed than just specifically Sean Combs.
I agree.
Sean Combs needs to catch these heat rocks behind what's going on here.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what I mean by, you know, he did what he did, and then he put out the video saying that he apologizes and he's working on himself, going to rehab and talking to God and all this other kind of stuff. I feel like we as average people, specifically you, me, and Evie as fathers to little girls, do we give him the grace that he's looking for? Or do we keep that same energy?
I don't know about that grace question. I know that, you know, he got to be held accountable. You know, he got to be held accountable on every level. And yeah, we definitely going to discuss it.
Yeah. No, we're going to discuss it coming up.
100%.
But like, yeah, he should be held accountable. But how he said he looked at Diddy, I look at these people as artists. You know what I mean? Diddy is not my end all be all. He's not my superhero. He's not none of that. What he did was disgusting, and we'll talk about it. It was disgusting,
but it is true that yes, you do. I looked at Diddy as a hero, not a personal hero, but as a person who accomplished so much in music and accomplished so much as a mogul. Absolutely,
I respect him as a businessman, but I don't look at him as a hero. The only hero I have is that man Edward Casey, which is my dad and who raised me. Outside of that, I don't look at none of these dudes as heroes. I respect what they do as far as business. I respect what they do as far as being an artist. But a hero is nah.
Yeah, I can't lie and say that. I do. I look at a lot of these brothers as heroes, not just in rap, but just in general. Like, you know, when you black and you come from certain circumstances and you're able to accomplish certain things, I do look at you with a certain reverence, which makes all of this that much more disappointing. You know, it's disappointing and disgusting what he did as a man, but it's also disappointing and disgusting. You know, just watching somebody and it's like the Wizard of Oz, right? Like, damn. Yeah, I never expect these people to be perfect.
But we don't know
what you expect them to be doing that type of stuff.
But we don't know what they do behind doors. That's why I said I can't look at them as a hero. We don't know who they are behind doors. We you know, like I said, I respect who they do as business. I respect them as an artist, but we don't know these people.
Yeah.
We don't know who they are. We don't know how they are outside of this. We don't. But let's take some more calls. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's what makes this shit complicated. Because you love these people. You're lying if you say you don't.
I don't. When you say you love these people, what do you mean you love these people, my nigga?
To be honest, love Jay-Z?
I was
as an artist.
Man, knock it off.
It's the truth. As an artist, I don't know Jay.
But still, you still be let down if Jay had beat up Solange in the elevator like this. You'd be like, damn, ho. You'd be let down like a motherfucker.
But I like Jay because of his music, not because of his person. I don't know him personally. Like I don't
know Diddy personally either.
I don't know who these people are behind these doors.
I just know I was really, really happy to meet him. Like, 'cause that's somebody I grew up watching.
Yes.
So I'm like,
that's Sean Cole.
But is that your hero?
Right here? No, but
see, it's not your
no,
hero.
He
like
my
you respect
hero,
him and you respect him as an artist. You like him as an artist, but you don't know what these niggas do behind doors. And I've seen them before. I've seen the. Nah.
We don't know what none of these people do behind doors.
I know,
but
that's what I said.
That's still somebody that. If you grew up in a certain era and you wanted to do certain things like him, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, they were the first moguls we ever saw. Like,
correct.
Oh shit.
But they wasn't my
Master
heroes.
P.
I seen them. They wasn't my hero. Hero is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. Good morning. This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Morning, Michelle.
Good morning. Get it off your chest.
First of all, I want to say congratulations, Jess. You are so beautiful, girl. I was thinking about when I first saw you on Instagram with the hair and everything, but beautiful. I want to get this off my chest right now, Jess. Why aren't we talking about Diddy? Why isn't that the first thing coming out of your mouth this morning?
We just started the show.
Why? I know, Jess, but seriously, really, you should. That would have been the first thing.
No, it can't be the first thing.
Just with the
message.
It's 50.
I've been waiting on that all weekend.
I know, y'all know damn well I wasn't saying that until I got up here.
Yes, and I know you was in Charlotte, and I apologize. You know, because they do have some good food. DJ Envy, congratulations on everything you got going on.
Thank you so much.
Charlamagne, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. And I'm going to need some self-healing stuff because really I had the money, but I don't. And I really want to get this off my chest, too. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
I was in a marriage for 20 years to a narcissist husband. Now, he plastered all my personal pictures on Instagram and Facebook, so he thought that was his platform. I got the best platform in the world, the Breakfast Club. Yes.
That's right.
His name is Antron Staten. He's a supervisor at the shipyard. Yes, you can't get no bigger than this. You can't get no bigger than this. When I say I was a faithful, loyal wife for 20 years, no, I ain't bitter. But I'm going to tell you right now, I was bitter. I was bitter. I was hurt. I was ashamed. But I love my husband. Yes. I loved him. I supported him. I was his ride or die until the love went away. So I know how Wendy Williams feels. Because, honey, you can hide an affair all along. But as soon as a baby, he ain't got no baby. But when he got disrespectful and started doing what he wanted to do, you can't hide that mess no more. So the blinders came off, and God said, you got to let him go. He is not for you. So pay me my alimony and stop taking me back and forth to court, man. That's all I need. And I'm going to need them books, Charla.
Okay.
Hold on.
Put Michelle on hold.
I needed that. Thank you. Ooh, thank you, God. I needed that. Yes!
Send Michelle a copy of my new book, please, Eddie.
Please
my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, comes out tomorrow. Okay?
Michelle went from
send Michelle a copy.
Yes,
to Diddy,
to
Wendy
husband,
Williams,
to alimony,
to alimony, to let me get a book. Jesus.
She deserves it.
All that was on her chest, okay?
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got Jess with the Mess coming up.
Yes, Sean Puffy, Brother Love, the Diddler Combs is up next.
All right, we'll jump all into it. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So, of course, on Friday afternoon, shout out to CNN for exclusively releasing the surveillance footage of the Diddy situation where he assaulted Cassie. The video is from an incident that occurred March 5th, 2016. So this is 9 years ago. 9 years ago at the Intercontinental Hotel in LA. The lawsuit that Cassie filed against Diddy seems to match the events of the video that was released. And in that suit, Cassie alleged that Diddy got extremely drunk. He punched her in her face and gave her a black eye. When he fell asleep, she tried to get away, but Diddy followed her, and that's where the surveillance footage starts.
The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction.
The video is actually worse than what Cassie describes in the lawsuit.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I think honestly, the video is light compared to what she what she went through in the room. Because if you look at the video and the way he threw her to the ground and the way he throwing things at her and all that, her just trying to get away and her laying there like almost freaking lifeless. You know what I mean? Like, imagine what happened in the room and how somebody can be so functional like that, extremely drunk. I don't think that he was that drunk. He managed to not let that towel slip. He managed to do all of that with one hand.
Yeah, and the fact that he didn't care about any of that.
Didn't
is insane.
care.
You running around in a hotel with a towel wrapped around you.
And you know
and assaulting a person
it's
at an
cameras.
elevator. That's a different level of insanity.
It's disgusting.
It's definitely disgusting. She didn't try to defend herself and probably couldn't because of what happened in the room.
But not only that was his girl, right? That was the person that he said he loved, and she's laying on the floor lifeless. She wasn't moving.
And you still kicking her.
And you still kicking her. Like, it was just
it was definitely disgusting to see. After the video was released, the Los Angeles DA's office released a statement explaining that even though they defined the video disturbing, the statute of limitations passed, and they won't be able to charge Diddy with anything. After the video took over social media, Diddy shared a video to address it.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was f***ed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
You can't believe anything that comes out of Diddy's mouth.
Absolutely.
Like he's not sorry. He's sorry he's got caught.
Yep.
He's sorry that the video leaked.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what Cassie legal team said.
If that video hadn't come out, he'd still be lying right now.
Yeah, because he said that it was like for a play. Like early on, he was saying Cassie and the other women that came forward with these claims, he denied everything, and he suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. And but Cassie's lawyer said he only felt like he was compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false, and that just shows that he's pathetic. And no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words.
Yeah, why volunteer to lie? Why go so hard to tell folks that you're innocent when you know that there's evidence out there like that exists.
Because obviously he thought he owned that evidence, right? They said in the court documents that he paid $50,000 for that video, so he probably thought it would never come out. He probably
but why
thought he
would you
owned the
still
tape.
be holding on to the video? Like, you think you Kane in Menace to Society? Like, what the hell is you?
I don't think that came from him. I think that whoever probably sold him that video probably had another copy. You know what I mean? I don't think that that came from someplace. And it's Cassie said exactly where it was, the time, this. So they probably went searching for it. So they probably found it.
But that hotel is closed. That hotel ain't even open no more.
Oh, you sure?
I'm positive. That hotel closed down.
I thought they said they had new representation, that's new people that
but
that.
even if they have new representation, they don't have old footage from the hotel. Like that's gone.
Somebody got that footage from somebody. And that's 8 years old footage, 9 years old footage.
Yep. So, that is Jess With The Mess. With that, the whole situation is just really, really crazy. Because do y'all know how many videos about to be out? I really foresee so much other things that's about to leak. So many other videos that he probably done paid for, and other things that will come to surface.
That's why it's silly to put out an apology, right? Like, you put out an apology, you didn't even apologize to anybody.
Nobody.
That apology was just for your ego,
not to Cassie.
And I don't know, for your brand, I guess. But that's over. That's a wrap. So that was pointless. But it's like you said that you've done the work. The best apology is change behavior, right? We all know that. Right. Clearly, the behavior hasn't changed. If you've been lying to us this whole time up until this past Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So that's that, y'all.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It was really disgusting. But let's open up the phone lines and let's have a conversation, right? 800-585-1051. How do you feel? I seen reading the comments, I seen somebody left a comment and said that this is triggering. Like, this is something that, people have been through and re-seeing it makes them feel like they're back in that situation. Let's just open up the phone lines and have a discussion. What are your thoughts? What do you think? How do you feel?
And then imagine how Cassie feels.
That's another
saying
thing,
that
to bring it back up.
Like, and it's all over. There's no way that she can avoid saying it unless she just don't go online or go on, social media or whatever. Like, and it's not even on social media. It's on like CNN. It's all over news outlets, online, on TV.
And who on Diddy's team said, okay, he's going to apologize, but he's not going to apologize to Cassie?
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that? Like, what logic does that make on a Sunday morning? Like, you're going to put this whole apology out, but not one time do you even say her name?
Well, not only that, who's on his team, I'm sure, these have been claims that we've heard before. This is not the first time we've heard this claim with Diddy. So who on his team is seeing that and still staying with him? That's seen that before, right?
Yeah.
Because you would want a front on your team that, let's say you were going through problems, you were hitting rock bottom, they'd be like, yo, bro, you need help.
Yeah.
You need help right now, or I can't F with you. I can't be around you because these women are getting hurt. They could have been somebody's mother, somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. You know what I mean? It could be anybody.
Well, obviously, it's a power play. Like, honestly, I really feel like he just feels so powerful at some point. Do you have a team? Do you have somebody?
Yeah,
do you have really
true
friends?
Nah, this ain't a team.
What I'm saying?
There's a bunch of do boys and do girls.
That's scared of you, or you know what I'm saying? Are you so powerful that you got people that fear you? You know what I mean? Because at some point that goes away too. Like,
that is true, because all of y'all complicit. Like, everybody that's doing these interviews now talking about what they saw. Y'all accessories to the crime.
Yeah,
y'all were there. Y'all seen it, but y'all were there. Y'all didn't call the police.
Right.
You didn't get help.
Right.
Like, you guys were enablers. Like, you guys were there.
That's why I feel like even like people like Laura, like you got like. You're telling us about this stuff like you wasn't there. Like even his lawsuit, when I report something about his lawsuit, I'm like, yo, but you was there for like 99% of this. And now because you don't get royalties, now you telling. But I think, like, yeah, a lot of y'all enabled. And whether y'all was afraid or not, now you just now saying something. You're a part of all of this too. So,
well, let's open up the phone lines. Let's discuss. We just want to hear from you, your thoughts. Let's talk. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ, NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. And if you're just joining us, we're going to be taking your calls, talking about the Diddy situation and the footage that was released, his apology and all. We'd love to hear from you from all different angles, however you feel. We'll take your calls after front page news, but let's get some front page news. All right, quickly, the Pacers beat the Knicks 130-109. The Knicks are on Cancun on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Yes, we are in Cancun. Timberwolves beat the Nuggets 98-90. All right. Now, over the weekend, also, Tyson Fury fought. Did you hear? I know you guys watched the fight. What did you think?
I thought it was a great little squabble. You know what I mean? Usyk won. I think the judges got it right. I honestly thought it was going to end up being a draw, but Usyk did enough to get a win. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was the right call.
Yeah.
They running it back in October.
Yeah, running it back in October.
I've been sleeping on Usyk, man. I watch Usyk, but I just always thought Tyson Fury was the cream of the crop in the heavyweight class. But Usyk's one of them ones.
And all the Knicks fans out there, yeah, we were pretty beat up. I mean, of course, OG only played 4 minutes. He was back injured. Brunson hurt his hand during the game. Of course, Randall was out. Robinson was out. We didn't have all our stars. We didn't have our full team, but we'll be out next year.
Yo, the playoffs be so long. It's like, y'all don't expect for these injuries? Like, these guys are playing every other night.
Yeah.
Like, this is hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
That's why I compared to football. I'm like, that's one game. You won and done. These basketball players gotta keep up.
That's right.
The athleticism, they can't be tired. Like, how you expect nobody to get hurt?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, we also got to talk to the Iranian president. His helicopter went down, and they believe he could possibly be dead.
We just got confirmation that, according to Iran State TV, Iran's president was killed in this helicopter crash in a location in the north of Iran, close to Azerbaijan. Richard, it was unfortunately what you and Keir and Claudio were saying it was not looking good based on the information on the lead up to this very announcement.
When you have helicopters crash in dense fog in mountainous areas, the chances of survival generally not good. So he was traveling in a 3-helicopter convoy, according to state television. Just his helicopter went down. There were initial reports that it had a hard landing. Then just a few minutes ago, the report that the crash site had been found, no sign of life, and now this announcement that he has, in fact, been killed.
Now, I'm not here to speculate or get into any conspiracy theories, so I won't. But I will just simply say, why do helicopters, go in regions that they know they shouldn't go?
In fog.
Yeah, if you know you shouldn't be taking the helicopter over there, and it increases the chances of things like that happening, why even go there, especially with a president of a country?
Crazy.
In bad weather and heavy fog.
Like the pilot's like, you trained for this. Like this is your job.
Okay. All right.
Now we got to talk about the bad weather that hit Oklahoma and Texas. Very bad out there. Trees falling, people losing power. People have passed.
Laura and Juan Infante were left in the dark with no power and no air conditioning. What was it like in that house?
If you turn on your oven at 350 degrees and you open it up,
that's how it feels.
That's how it feels in the house.
Yeah,
you can go home and check on your insulin.
Yeah, insulin.
Unable to keep Juan's insulin cold, they left and are now spending their days at a cooling center.
We just couldn't stand it anymore at the house. It was too hot.
Nearly 300,000 homes, businesses, and schools across Houston are still without power. Days after a deadly windstorm tore through the area Thursday night. Hurricane-strength winds knocking down the frame on this house, leaving behind a 400-mile path of destruction. And officials say killing at least 7. And now, another deadly threat.
The heat's not going to get any less. It's only going to get hotter from here.
Definitely praying for everybody out in Houston, Oklahoma, and the Midwest that's dealing with all these tornadoes and weather craziness. So very sad out there. So, all right. Well, that is front page news. Now, when we come back, like I said, we're gonna be taking your calls. Let's talk about everything that would happen over the weekend. We've seen the Diddy video released. We've seen his apology.
That sounds like some cereal shit nobody eat.
Videos,
right?
Honey nut.
Let's talk about it. 800.
I'm sorry.
So stupid.
800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're taking your phone calls, 800-585-1051. We're talking about the footage of Diddy abusing Cassie and beating Cassie that was released over the weekend, and his apology after that, and we just open up the phone lines to get your thoughts. We've heard so many. A lot of us have read Cassie's lawsuit, which was pulled, and a lot of this was in it. So we're just pretty much asking, what are your thoughts? Let's start with you, Jess.
I think it's disgusting. I think it's crazy to know. To actually see that. I mean, we've heard rumors and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But to actually see it, and then for it to be of that magnitude, right? Like, in which I still hold that to be light. Like, to think about behind closed doors,
what
like
else
at
could have been
home,
going on?
you know, and then even leading up to her running out, like, 'cause she really was like gone. You know what I mean? Like, she was trying to get away, one sock on, like she was running. You know what I mean? So it's disgusting, and then I feel for her having to relive that.
Yeah.
And then other things. This is probably like just even light to her. Like, man, y'all really don't know what I went through, you know, speaking as her. So I feel like I don't believe nothing he say. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely time for him to go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's not going to go for jail for that because of,
but this is only the beginning of things that we're about to see. Like, it's so many things that's about to unfold. I feel that personally, like, this is just one little video that's about to spark it off.
And you know what? I agree with you. It was disgusting. It was hard to watch, hard to look at. And me having 6 kids, 4 daughters, you just think if any man or somebody put their hands on your daughter like that, what would you want to do? What would you want to happen to them? And it's sad. And Diddy, as you can see, he's going through problems or whatever it may be. But I really feel bad for Cassie. Like you said, this is brought back up. And another reason I feel bad for Cassie is because when this lawsuit came out, a lot of people didn't believe her.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were joking her. A lot of people said it's just a cash grab. A lot of people didn't necessarily come to her defense at that time because, you know, we just didn't have all the evidence or all the details.
Yeah, and that's not her own fault. I mean, I think that's your approach shouldn't be to joke her, but your approach doesn't have to be to pick a side in those situations.
Correct.
Because we don't know. All we know, this is an allegation. It's an accusation, and this is what we always say. Listen to everybody, but you believe all proof.
Believe the facts.
This video is proof.
Hands down proof. You know? And it is just so disgusting. And a lot of people I see were looking at Diddy as we talked about it earlier, as a superhero. And that's why I always say a lot of time a celebrity, you respect their business, you respect them as an artist, but they're human and we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But it was disgusting. It was heartfelt. I mean, not heartfelt, but it hurt my heart watching that. And I watched it with my oldest daughter and I watched it with my wife, and we were just sitting there like, I can't believe it. Like that somebody would do that to somebody that they say they love.
Yeah.
Think about it, because she was on the floor, passed out. She looked lifeless. And he was kicking her. Lifeless. It wasn't like she wasn't fighting back. She was just laying there. And that's somebody that somebody says that they love.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of emotions, but the main emotion I always get when I see a man putting hands on a woman in this way is just disgust and disappointment. Like, you know, did he need his ass beat? Like, I wish Cassie would have had a gun on her and would have shot him right there on the spot. Like, that's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief that sets in, because Diddy is a hip-hop hero. Diddy is an ordinary person who did extraordinary things, you know, from hip-hop culture. So to sit here and act like this man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing, that would just be me lying to myself. So there's this weird sense of grief, like another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's his own fault because of poor choices. And when will people really start doing the work on themselves? Like, this man was 46 years old when this happened.
I thought it was 48. I thought he was like
2016?
Yeah, 48.
How old is he now?
He's
I don't know.
I thought when I did the math, he was 46. I
thought I did 48, but
back then you thought he was 46.
No, when it happened, he was like 46, 47, 48. Yeah, he was an older man.
Yeah, I'll be 46 next month. So my whole thing is like, at what point do people really start doing the work on themselves? At what point do people stop lying to themselves? Like, he knows all the issues he has. He knows whether it's substance abuse, whether it's whatever he's dealing with, he knows. He knows how he's treating people. He knows what he's doing to people.
And the thing is, he got girls.
Yes, you got girls. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so it's pathetic.
But like, you was 40. You're at what point do you stop lying to yourself and you say, I need help. Like, I can't keep treating people like
that. But that's what bothered me too. Like, you know, and I'm not gonna say it's okay, but you would expect it from a younger individual, somebody that has not done the work, that has not grown, a 19, 20, 21 that
this
needs
man
the
is
help.
46
this man
years
was 40.
old.
I thought he was
He's
48,
a
but
billionaire.
46, 47, 48.
He's a billionaire. He got access to all the best everything, all the best therapists, all the best resources, and you still carrying on like this at 46 years old?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
It's a sense of power, literally. Just to be the most powerful person in the world or the industry is just something that people love. They love.
Are the opposite? You that broken?
Yeah.
You that broken
It
to
could be
where
that too.
you that broken to where you projecting all that pain and all that hurt that you feeling on the other people because for you to be running down a hotel in a hotel with a towel on
and fuzzy
doing
socks.
that to a young lady.
You're right.
Like, you don't give a damn about nothing or nobody.
He didn't care who was out there.
No.
It wasn't like it was his
It
own
could've been
private
other
suite.
people
It could have been other
waiting
people
for
out
the
there.
elevator.
Absolutely.
So imagine what type of level of monster that is, right? When you don't care to that extent, you got that kind of money and nobody can tell you anything. Shit. You shouldn't be on the street.
But like
That's
you
what I'm
said,
saying.
it's probably he needs to work on himself, like losing his dad at a young age.
I ain't making none of them
losing
excuses
his
for him.
artists. But he needs help. Like, he needs help, and the people around him who have seen this. I think in one of the in the thing that the lawsuit, Cassie was like, security had to stop him one time, and I'm like, who are these people around him?
Listen, that man was 46
People that are
then.
scared of him.
Sean Combs has had the good sense to accomplish all these great things. So he should have the good sense to go do some great things with himself and figure his own life out. For him to still be doing that at 46 years old to people, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear about nothing. I understand there's a root cause to all trauma, but at 46 years old, for him to accomplish all the things that he's accomplished, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. And you can't run from yourself. Eventually, that part of you catches up to you.
We have Valerie on the line. Valerie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How you feeling, Valerie? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts, I just feel that it is rather disgusting what he did to that young woman. And, she's not a girl, she's not a child, but, especially looking at the age difference. He's 20 years older than her. He could have been her dad. And he's got daughters. And, I just don't understand. I don't know if it's that, I don't know why is it that, it's not just our men, but, obviously it's not a cultural thing, but speaking where our men are concerned, I don't know why they allow themselves to self-destruct. I don't know if it's that they think they're never going to get caught, or they think that because they reach a certain level of success that their demons are going to just disappear and that they don't face and find time to deal with it. I mean, because apparently money is not an issue for him to get the type of help that he needs to deal with his demons. And apparently he knows he's got demons because he knows what he was doing was wrong. So, and then also, men like him are always the first ones to talk about if you do something to mine, you're never going to do nothing to mine. I'm never going to let nobody do nothing to mine, but then they turn around and do it to somebody else's. So, there's just, it's the saddest part for me is that is what she went through. I have family members women that have gone through that. My mom is actually a survivor of domestic violence. And, one of the worst things, two of the worst things I think a man could do is to spit on and put his foot on a woman, and it's not just about the physical abuse. It's just about not only the physical abuse. It's now I'm just going to degrade you not just as a woman, but just as a human being.
Right.
It's just what he did was so disgusting. I'm disappointed. I am highly above and beyond disappointed in him as a man, as a black man. And as a black man that has reached a certain level, which there's not many of us, our men that have reached his level, right? And to reach that level and to self-destruct,
That's right.
and to do that to yourself. And then yet again, every culture has its thing. They have their people that do what, but like I said, there's not a whole lot of us that reach that status. And just take a book out of President Obama's, page. He reached a certain level, and he maintained being a good human being. But also, I think people need to understand is that people tend to think that once you reach a certain status or your celebrity status, that you walk on clouds or you're not human, or whatever demons or issues you had that were brewing beforehand. they're just going to be magnified.
They're going to multiply.
You know?
That's right.
Yep. Well, thank you
for
for your
be
call.
magnified and multiplied, and the world can see it now. All right.
Thank you.
Charlamagne, I do want to have an opportunity. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to take away from the Diddy situation, and the Cassie situation. But I want to call back and speak with you about the whole Taylor Marjorie Green, which you said on Friday. I'm gonna try to get back through a little bit later.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
You know, and that's what she brought up some very good points. And one thing that it made me think about, you can't give Diddy credit for being a genius and a mogul on one aspect of his life, but then say he doesn't know any better when it comes to stuff like violence towards women. That man knows plenty better. He knew what he was doing was wrong, and he was still choosing to do it for whatever reason. Maybe because he thought he was just too powerful. Maybe he thought he could get away with it. Maybe that's just his nature. I don't know.
Right.
But you can't give him credit for being a genius, you know, on one aspect, but then say he don't know no better. That man he definitely know better.
Absolutely. Taking more of your calls, 800-585-1051. Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're opening up the phone lines talking about Diddy. And everything that happened with Diddy over the last couple of days. Started with you, Jess. And you know what I want to ask you, Jess?
What?
Not only did that video came out and the apology, what did you think about the apology?
I felt like, you know how somebody apologized because something came out.
Because you got
know
caught.
What I mean? It's like, oh wow, these people, and this is for the world to see. This, of course, this circulated. You know what I'm saying? But he felt, and probably still feels, untouchable. You know what I mean? For a long time, and like even paying $50,000 to have that video erased or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think that when you're that powerful, when you that, you know, so self-absorbed, you don't think things like this will come back. You know, and there's no way I don't know why he thought that, but there's no way that somebody gonna hold on to something like this, and that can be something that you playing with, something totally like out of your control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just thought it was crazy. He didn't say
I'm say
sorry to
nobody's
Cassie.
name. Yeah.
Like the video was you beating Cassie. How come you didn't say I am sorry, Cassie?
Because I don't feel like he regrets what he did. I still feel like it's like, nah. And I feel like he may feel like, yo, that's from so long ago. And I know that he's done some worse things. And that, like I said, that's why I keep saying that video was just light, like something like so light that he did. Imagine all the other things he probably did. So I don't think he saw it as like, I don't need to apologize to her.
Man, that apology was nastier than De Leon tequila. And let me tell you something else. Not only should he have apologized to Cassie in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to.
Yeah.
You sat there and you tried to paint Cassie as a liar for weeks. You're the one who put out
because
statements.
she wanted some money.
Yeah, you put out statements saying it was just a witch hunt and it was just a money grab, and you deny everything that's being said. You volunteered that lie. So if you're going to do an apology, you got to apologize to Cassie, then apologize to the general public for lying, and then, you know, I don't know, throw yourself at the mercy of the court. But honestly, he shouldn't have did that apology at all. That's why I keep saying, for somebody whose slogan is can't stop, won't stop, somebody need to grab him and say, no, it's time to stop.
No, seriously.
Because it has stopped.
Yeah.
It's over.
And then you gave her the money. You ended up paying. Like, you ended up settling. So if they were just looking for a payday, if it was something that you really didn't do, you wouldn't have paid.
That's right.
But you know, the sad thing is you hear all these other women that's been coming out for months saying that they've been abused and that they've been in altercations. And, you know, people always decide what's true and what's not. And you just think out, damn, like, that might be him.
Yeah.
Which is sad because, like you said, he has daughters. He has beautiful daughters, which is sad.
The other complaint, unless I'm mistaken, it wasn't about him abusing women. It was about him
having like a trafficking rink or something. It was like other stuff.
Not Lil Rob, but there was a girl. There was another woman that did an interview that said Diddy kicked her while she was pregnant. I'll say allegedly.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then one of his other ex-girlfriends, I think she sat down with somebody and she was saying that like he was throwing her shoes at her. He would like choke her. Basically, she described something similar to what we saw on the Cassie footage. Yeah. So yeah, we've been hearing it. You know.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. We got Chantel on the line. Chantel, good morning.
I'm disgusted. From someone who used to be a huge Diddy fan, I'm disgusted. I wish it wasn't true, but also why they charge Bill Cosby, why they can't charge him.
Well, the statute of limitations in California are different for, I guess, rape and domestic violence.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy. No, they should charge him. They should charge him. I hope everything else comes out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm almost positive they will.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Ike Nice.
Ike Nice, what's up, man? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
What's up? Hey, I wanted to speak to y'all. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne, DJ Envy. Yeah, I wanted to say, man, first of all, like my pastor said, I pray for him and call the police.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, every time I think about this, I think that everybody's a victim, right? And y'all got it right earlier this morning, you know what I'm saying? When people like Puffy are granted the power, you know, it comes responsibility with that power. He got that power like back in 92. And being young as he was, getting that power to be able to influence people, men, women, you know what I'm saying, young ladies, people that want to be inspired to be artists like him. In this situation with Cassie, she wanted the same thing that she saw him have based on the videos, the lifestyle. So she got involved with him thinking that she was going to be able to get those things that he had. And then after a while of doing, over 10 years, I believe they were together. Either one or two things happened. She either aged out of the things that he was into because she came into it already being young because he already had a head start in that lifestyle that he had known that he was able to influence people like her. So when she got into that lifestyle, you know, like I say, either one or two things. She woke up and decided, hey, I can't take this no more. Or he probably said, I'm sick of you. I'm putting you to the wolves. And so then now it becomes a money thing for her. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to be paid for my pain and suffering that I had to go through, you know, because of the promises that you gave me, that I would be able to become this person that I see you having the ability to make Mary and Faith and all these other people, you know what I'm saying, that you told me I could have.
My brother, I think I hear what you're saying, but you're missing the whole point.
Yeah.
If I was beating your ass for however long, you know what I mean, at whatever point she decided to wake up and say enough is enough of this
when
abuse.
she thought she could get out.
Yeah, I don't think she was thinking about being the next Mary J. Blige at that point once she getting her head beat in. Like you could tell from that video of her trying to leave that hotel room. She's sick of getting beat on.
Yeah, it is definitely not about music.
No, because to me it seemed like she was trying to leave but didn't have help to leave. It felt like she was all by herself. And maybe when she met the trainer that was training her, that was her way to get out. But it seemed like she was trying to get out. It seemed like she kept getting beat and they kept pulling back in. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. But regardless of the power of what Diddy could have done, no woman deserves that.
That's why I don't like
nobody deserves that.
That's why I don't like when we make these situations about the individual as opposed to the issue. Domestic violence is the issue.
Correct.
Domestic violence has been around since the beginning of time. Like we're talking about. I was reading something a while ago where it was saying how, you know, it was legal to beat your wife up until 1920.
Right.
And when it comes to like domestic violence and family violence, that wasn't even looked at as a crime until like the 60s or 70s. So think about that. So this is a societal problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? This isn't just something that, you know, one person has to deal with or one rich person with power.
Right.
Like, it's poor people beating the hell out their women too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll take some more calls when we come back. Phone lines lit up. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Diddy and all the information that came out in the last couple of days. Of course, the footage of Diddy domestically abusing Cassie and then Diddy's apology. And we're just taking your calls. We have Donna on the line. Donna, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
We're doing well, Donna. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts is, first of all,
Donna, first,
I want to know what's going on in Hollywood.
Donna, turn down your radio first because we can hear your radio in the background.
I did.
All right, go ahead,
I
Mama.
want to know what's going on in Hollywood that nothing happens in real time. It's always 9 years later, 10 years later, 20 years later.
Money, power, cover-ups. Why you think these people got PRs and crisis management teams and all of that? Like something like that happens, you know, with a Diddy and a Cassie, they're gonna cover that up immediately. It's this new era where there's video of everything everywhere that's messing the game up. I promise you, these PR people and these crisis management teams, they hate this new era because they can't hide things anymore.
And I also want to comment on what y'all were saying about her daddy needing help to work on himself. He was broken and all that. Cassie was too, in order to accept that behavior from somebody. We gotta, because I went through that, and myself, I needed to work on myself to realize why would I accept this from a man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that goes both ways. You have to get out of those situations. You got to look within yourself and ask yourself, why did I accept this behavior from this man? Why did I let him do this to me? Yes, he's a monster, but why did I accept this monster to live up under my bed every night?
But this is the thing also, you know what I'm saying? Like because that's not act like we haven't heard rumors of people like dropping like flies when you try to get out of situations concerning certain people. You know what I mean? The girl was scared. It was said that he would beat her up and then send her to other countries,
vacations,
vacations to heal. Like it's not that easy to get away at times, depending on your abuser, how much power, money, and respect they got. You know what I mean? Because like to your point earlier, you were saying like some people looked at him as a hero or whatever, but the whole time you're a villain behind closed doors and a powerful villain. So,
but not only that,
and she was young, by the way. Let's
young.
She was, but this tape was 2016, he was 46. She was 29.
Yeah. But hold on. But not only that, right? When you read the documents, they said that Diddy's people controlled her life. The same management team, the same accountants allegedly, the same people that booked her travel, the same people that got paid her taxes and paid her bills was the same.
Everything, what I'm doing.
Where can you go?
Down to every call I make, every text I send. What are you talking about? It's not as easy as everybody think it is all the time.
We got Valerie on the line. Valerie, good morning. Valerie? We'll pick it up, right? Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Letitia. How are you guys?
Hey, Letitia, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. First off, I just feel like we're giving so much space to Diddy at this point. Like, Cassie, I hate it for her, Looking at Diddy and the situation that happened, I really don't believe that he's sorry. Because if he's sorry, when it came about, the beginning, he would have apologized then, right? So the sorry comes from us knowing that. You know what I mean? So is that genuine? Like, is that authentic? Because
no, it's not.
He didn't do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when a kid steals a piece of gum in a candy store. If they can get out, they're going to get out and chew it. If they get in trouble, then that's when they get a whipping when they get home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's almost like he's turned from mogul to monster. It's no longer hashtag no Diddy. It's like hashtag mogul to monster at this point because you're 46 when this video surfaced. Well, when it happened, you were 46. At this point, we can't continue to give someone, even his age, a consistent excuse.
Yeah. But even when y'all say that, when y'all say we giving them grace, like what are we supposed to do? Like what are we the general public supposed to do? Like when you say we giving them grace, like what do you mean? What does that mean? Like only thing you can do is call out the behavior and say that it's wrong and it's foul. Like what?
That really is all that we can do. Is more so of the vocal piece behind it. It's really like people in the type of positions standing up and saying that he's wrong. I feel like the only ones that's giving their advice or giving their response to it are those that are not really in the industry like that because they're scared of the backlash. They're scared of what's going to happen to their partnership. You know what I mean? That apology that Diddy did is solely for sponsorship.
That's it.
I don't care what anybody says.
And that's
it's legit for people to feel like he's sorry. Because if he wanted help, you have money for years and years and years. You could have been sought out help.
That's right.
You didn't even cry in your apology video. You could have at least cried.
Thank you.
If you're going to put on a show, then put on a show. Because that apology is exactly what it was. It's legit monster mogul. It's from mogul to monster at this point. Because that's what he is. He's a monster. You have daughters. Like you kick trash. You ever seen someone kick money on the ground? No, they pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever seen someone drop something that was priceless on the ground and pick it up? No.
I wouldn't even.
Kick trash and that's what you
but I wouldn't even want him to cry. Like, none of that. Like, I don't like fake, phony apologies. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. He did exactly what he should have did. Okay, cool. Like, apologize, like she said, for sponsorships or whatever, partner. You know, he did that for business. Like, whatever business
by the way, he's an idiot to think he still got business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
his team is a bunch of idiots to think that there's still a business. There is no business.
No, there's no business.
Yeah,
It's
I don't want
over.
to see Diddy cry. Like, that's, for one, that's not something we going to see anyway. I feel like you just shouldn't have said nothing.
Nothing.
You know, but what he gave us is what he gave us. And it wasn't an apology to anybody. It wasn't. It wasn't to us. It was just because it leaked. The video got out.
Well, we would like to tell anybody that's dealing with domestic violence, if you have friends or family members that's dealing with domestic violence and don't know a way out, there is always the 800 number that they can help you, they can guide you, they can get you in a situation which is a lot safer. And the 800 number is 1-800-799-7233. Again, 1-800-799-7233, or you can text 88788. All right. I'm just reading some of the stats, and there's so many people dealing with them that we never even think. And they say, on average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States.
Wow.
So that's a lot of people that are continually dealing with this. So again, if you are dealing with it, you know, a family member dealing with it, and you're trying to get out and you don't know how, the number is 800-799-7233. All right. When we come back, we'll take some more calls next hour, I'm sure. We have Jess With The Mess. What are we talking about?
Talking about, and all these people were talking about, like, grace that, you know, people are giving him. These responses are not so gracious, that we're going to talk about celebrities that are not giving him grace, and they're standing behind Cassie and other women that have been abused as well. So we're going to get into that.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So we know a lot of people have been giving their feedback on what they thought about the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie, and I really wanted to focus on some of these responses. Lunell, the comedian who was reportedly good friends with Kim Porter, she shared her thoughts on the release of the video.
First of all, y'all will believe when we say that black are the most disrespected, underserved, underbelieved women in society. If Diddy had a smack J-Lo like that and drug her down the hallway, he'd have been in jail 8 years ago. If Diddy had done that to a snow bunny, he'd be up under the jail. But men can do anything they want to black.
Yeah, when I looked up Cassie's ethnicity, it says her mother is black and Mexican. Her dad is Filipino, but yeah, so she definitely is part black. But
he'd have definitely been in jail if he'd have did that to J-Lo.
To J-Lo, for sure.
J-Lo and J-Lo's team would have went to the police immediately. There wouldn't have been no opportunity for him to cover it up. He wouldn't have had no power over J-Lo the way he had over Cassie in order to cover that situation up.
Like she said, even if it was a white woman, Diddy would have been short-lived. Like, you know. Slim Thug, back when Cassie originally filed the lawsuit against Diddy, Slim Thug was openly supportive of Diddy. He claimed that Cassie filed the suit for financial gain and said that victims shouldn't wait for years to go public with their allegations. He said he was riding with Diddy until he sees proof because he doesn't believe in blog reports or civil suits. Since the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie in the hotel surfaced, Slim Thug shared his thoughts.
All right, she got her bag, so everything good. But I'm just saying that didn't sound like no abuser victim to me. It sounded like I needed that bag, and she got it, and everything good now. She fixed, everybody happy now, right? I don't know none of that. I don't know. I've never been a victim of abuse, but I do know that it is scammers out here that just try to grab money from people. That's what I'm speaking on. All the people who really was abused and how your life was as a victim was hard, I have sympathy. Now, you should call the police and shouldn't wait. If you shouldn't be just sitting around. You shouldn't be trying to sue a mother. You should just get the abuser locked up.
That's what he said
So
previously.
that was
right?
that wasn't
Yeah.
okay. So do we have another audio for him or no? That
it
was the only
just
one.
no. He just posted on
Okay,
social
all right.
media.
So this was when he settled. This is when Diddy settled with Cassie. But this is what Slim Thug captioned. This is what he said. Damn, Diddy, I tried to ride with the black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take this L, but I still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits. Apologies to Cassie and whoever else was on the right side at this time.
Slim Thug not wrong for that. You're not wrong for being skeptical.
So
you know?
waiting till you see all, because you can't believe blogs and all the time. You can't. So I get what he wasn't totally wrong.
But you shouldn't be in a you shouldn't be in a rush to discredit either.
Yeah, to side, actually take a side.
That's right.
Just remain neutral until you see what all comes out, what the facts are. But yeah, so that was that. That was a couple people. I don't have time to go into other people, but Kelly Price, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and Dr. Umar had some things. We're going to get to that in the next hour because their responses were interesting as well to me.
All right. Well, thank you, Jess, with the mess. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Oh, man, we need Sean Combs to come to the front of the congregation.
All
I'd
right.
like to have a word with him.
All right. We'll get to that next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Made it!
Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. I ain't trying to be Donkey of the Day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlamagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Monday, May 20th goes to Sean Combs. Not just Sean Combs, but the bad boy as a staff, record label, and mother effing crew, because y'all been enabling this kind of behavior for a long time. And clearly, after watching this apology video, and I put apology in air quotes, y'all are still enabling him. But let's start from the beginning. On Friday afternoon, a video from 2016 was released to CNN. And in the video, it shows Sean Combs viciously attacking and beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Let's go to ABC News for the report, please.
Tonight, this disturbing news surveillance video, obtained exclusively by CNN, appears to show Sean Diddy Combs attacking his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, throwing her to the ground in a hotel elevator bank and then kicking her twice. He then tries to drag her away. The incident appears to support Ventura's claims, long denied by Combs, from a now settled lawsuit filed last November, stating, around March 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. Adding that when she tried to leave the hotel room, Combs followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. At the time of the lawsuit, an attorney for Combs stating, Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. Ventura and Combs settled for an undisclosed amount. Today, an attorney for Ventura responding to the surveillance video stating, the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs.
When I saw that video, I was disgusted and disappointed. Like did he need his ass beat? Like, I wish Cassie would have had a gun on her and would have shot him right there on the spot. That's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief, because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip-hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief. Like, another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's their own fault because of poor choices. A lot of different emotions. But then yesterday, Sean Combs decided to apologize for what we saw in that video. Can we listen?
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Now, when I first watched that video, I said to myself, Negro, please. Okay, he's not sorry. He's sorry that video leaked. And he's sorry he got caught. See, up until that video being released, Sean Combs was denying everything. Sean Combs put out a press release. They put out a press release, him and his team, that said, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His lawyer has been screaming since all these allegations have come out that this is a witch hunt. Diddy is innocent, and these people are looking for a quick payday. You let your son put out that weak-ass record, Pick a Side, taunting the FBI, basically telling people, keep that same energy when the smoke clears. Diddy, you posted on your page, time tells all. Yes, it does, sir, and it has told us that you are a liar. Okay, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video. You didn't even apologize to Cassie in the video. Nor did you apologize for lying that you didn't do what you knew you was on tape doing. So who was this apology for? I'll tell you who it was for. Diddy's ego, Diddy's brand. Diddy and his handlers are looking at this all wrong. You trying to salvage his professional career. Let me be the first to tell you, that's a wrap. Okay, you can't take away nothing Diddy has done professionally. Those records stand. You can't rewrite history. But Diddy, your motto was forever, can't stop, won't stop. It's time to stop. Okay, because it has stopped, all right? There's nothing else for you to do other than deal with the consequences of your actions. I don't even know what all the actions are, but you do. You can't run from yourself. You was trying to the last few weeks to run from yourself. Hell, you knew this tape existed since 2016. So you've actually been running from yourself for years. I don't care how many times you change your name. I don't care how many times you tell us you changing your frequency. The best apology in life will always be changed behavior. You can't tell us your behavior has changed when up until yesterday, you were still willing to lie to the people about who you are and what you have done. Diddy shouldn't be worried about the general public right now. In fact, you shouldn't worry about the general public ever again because that's over. The trust is gone. Thought I told you that we won't stop? You must have been talking about lying to yourself because that's the only reason you would still keep any of this going. What's the saying? Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Diddy, you 54. Okay, you don't have forever. So while you still here, you need to be focusing on repairing your soul. You need to be focusing on whatever damage you have caused your lineage, your family, and other people. If you and your team are still sitting around trying to figure out how to keep the business going, if you're sitting around worrying about your professional life more than your personal life, then you just need to do us all the biggest favor and turn yourself in for who knows whatever other crimes you have committed that we don't know about because you can't play with God. Okay, you can lie to your family, you can lie to the general public, but you can't lie to God and you can't lie to yourself. And you know better. What happens when you know better but still don't choose better? You experiencing that right now, Sean. You was 46 in that video that we saw. You knew better, but you chose not to do better. And guess what? You can't run from yourself. Sean Combs, you've been running from yourself for a long time. That's why you keep changing your name. The drugs, the money, the liquor, the women, the nonstop party, that's all you running from yourself. But now, all that has come to an end. And if it hasn't, it better. Okay, you can't just keep changing the top layer. You got to do some real internal work, and you have all the money, all the resources to have access to the best everything. Stop spending the money and using the resources to attempt to cover up your lies, and start using the money and the resources to deal with your truth. Please give Sean Combs the biggest hee-haw.
I'm proud of you.
Okay.
That was really nicely written.
How you say thank you? She says you're proud of you.
Yeah, clown.
He said okay.
Thank you.
What you mean?
I'm proud of you.
All
Okay.
I'm saying is I'm proud of you. That was really good.
I'm proud of you too. I love you.
Thank you so much.
That's right. You're pregnant.
All right. Just as weird as you want to be. A clown in the flesh. All day.
All day. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, let's open back up the phone lines. I mean, the phone lines haven't stopped ringing. 800-585-1051.
I mean, people feel away. Like you can't sit here and act like this just brings out one emotion. Right. Like, yes, you're disgusted and you're disappointed watching a man do that to another woman, but then you're also I feel like a sense of grief, like a grief almost. Like,
what you mean grief?
Grief. It's like, damn, that's Diddy. Like another one of our heroes in this thing just ruin their legacy because of poor choices? Everybody's a terrible person?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say everybody's a terrible person, but
I know that.
I think people need to understand that, although we love these people for the music they put out or their business, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know who these people are.
Image of,
we don't know who they are. That's why I always tell people, you can respect them for their business and respect them for their artistry, but don't put these people on such a high pedestal that you look at them differently because they just like everybody else out there.
Yeah.
But they are ordinary people who did extraordinary things, and we have been influenced by those extraordinary things.
In business and
so
artistry,
even if you don't want to put them up on a pedestal, that's easy to say, but if you grew up off somebody who provided the soundtrack to your life, you wore their clothes, you drank their liquor, you know what I mean? You tried to dance like them because you saw it in the Total video, all that. Like, yes, you're going to feel old.
But we've also heard so many things through all of this. Even taking shots at Ciroc, we heard things. I'm doing a little dance. We've heard it. We ain't singing all the songs. We've still been hearing things about this man since I was little. You know what I mean?
Hearing and seeing is two different things.
Yeah, hearing and seeing is two different things. But it ain't like we ain't never heard nothing about this man ever before.
Well, we'll take your calls when we come back. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave Donkey today to Diddy. And there's so many calls. We still got so many goddamn calls. We're taking your calls just to hear what you guys got to say, how you feeling. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Toya.
Hey, Toya. Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to talk about which y'all been talking about for 2 hours, which is I am upset that for 2 hours y'all been talking so bad about Diddy, like he's a monster. One girl called up and said monster about 3 times, and my opinion on it is like he's human. Everybody is human, and this happened almost 10 years ago, which I'm not praising what he did or saying that is right, but at the end of the day, he's a human being, and 100, like I put like a percentage up of people who get beat up with domestic violence. So that means people every day do it as far as men. Women have been through it every day, and it's like now because we see it or he's a big person, it's like, oh my God, he's the only monster in the world. No.
Well, that's what I said earlier. I don't like to focus on the individual when it comes to situations like this. You got to focus on the issue. The issue is absolutely, domestic violence, but it is still Diddy at the end of the day.
Right, and are we not supposed to talk about it, babe?
No, I'm not saying that, of course. I mean, I love y'all every day.
Yeah.
So I was excited about it, but it's the point of like even with the whole years ago with the whole Chris Brown situation, we still listen to Chris Brown, we still respect him as a person, and he beat the shit out of Rihanna, and that was like, and we physically seen that.
But what Chris Brown didn't do? Talking about, what Chris Brown didn't do? Chris Brown didn't lie about the situation. Diddy has been lying to us about this situation for weeks for no reason, volunteering the lies for no reason.
And Chris Brown was a long time ago, but they are still taking it out on Chris Brown to this day. Nobody has forgotten. Nobody has forgiven Chris Brown to the point where they just forgot about it. Yeah. Every time he tries to do an award show, every time he tries to get an endorsement, every time he tries to go out the country, they bring this back up. So it has never left Chris Brown.
A long time to start being booked.
And Chris Brown was young when it happened.
Yeah.
I was saying that when it was like, well, he's done. Like, he's just done up. I know Charlamagne kept saying, like, well, it's over or
professionally,
whatever.
It is.
Technically, it's in certain things, but we shouldn't say, like, I was just, again, with the Chris Brown, it wasn't over for him.
No,
so
Chris Brown because Chris Brown was also very young when this happened. Diddy was 46 years old when this happened. And once again, up until this video came out, Diddy was lying to us. So professionally, I don't care about nothing Diddy got going on, and I don't think anybody else will either. He needs to only be worried about his personal life. He needs to worry about getting his soul right. He needs to worry about repairing the lineage and the damage he's done to his family. Anything else don't matter.
And listen, it was over for Chris Brown for a while. It's just, it took time for him. No, it was. Yeah. I get exactly how she feels and what she's saying. Like you said, it's important not to just focus on the person, but the problem at hand. But it was over for a long time for Chris. You know what I mean? So only time will tell with this situation. But like you said, the difference is niggas is lying. Like lying about, I didn't do this. It's for a money play, and still have no sympathy for his victims.
Hello, who's this?
This is Brian.
Hey, Brian, what's your thoughts?
South Carolina. My thoughts. I don't agree with anything that Diddy did, and he covered everything up. And I believe it's a learned behavior. His handlers did it. He's seen them do it. It's like when you become a king, almost. But the most suspicious thing out of all that is that they released this video on the same day that this white golfer runs over a police officer through a barricade, and they have no video of that, but then they drop the video of Diddy beating Cassie.
Hey, my brother from the 843, we got to stop with these kind of conspiracies.
Conspiracy
Like I promise you, that's just not the. There's a lot going on in the world. It's billions of people on this planet. There's always something going on, and we live in a world that celebrity and salaciousness will trump all.
Yeah.
So this white golfer doing whatever pales in comparison to one of the biggest stars in the world getting a video sent to CNN of him beating up on another celebrity.
Jesus.
800-585-1051. And I was curious to see how did the video get leaked this weekend?
Yeah.
Like, how come it never got released in years? I mean, like you said, it happened, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
The fact, like, how did it get released? Who had that video that long?
They went to search the second house after King Combs put that in
Right,
the song.
there
After
you
King
go.
Combs told the feds go search the second house, they went to search the second house.
house.
It was in the
Rated
second house.
it, and it was right there with the tapes.
Yep.
Damn it, man. 800-585-1051. We're opening up the phone lines. We're talking about Diddy, domestic violence. Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Come on. Morning, everybody. It's the EJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, Charlamagne gave Donkey of the Day to Diddy.
Sean Combs.
Love,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him. And we're just taking your phone calls, 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
It's T. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, T.
What's your thoughts?
Hi. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I've been through this. It's honest. And first of all, my heart goes out to her. And that, it is hard to get out of situations like that. Understand, love somebody, you're filled with the weakness, so it's hard to get away.
Hold on, T, your phone. T, you got us on Bluetooth or speaker?
Your phone sounds like it's trying to get away from you, man.
Yeah, you have us on speaker or Bluetooth, mama?
No, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little better. Go ahead. Start from the top because we couldn't really hear you.
Okay, so yeah, my bad. Like I was saying,
Damn, we got to put you on hold, mama. Your phone is horrible. Hello, who's this?
This is Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you
y'all.
feeling?
What's your thoughts? We want to hear from you this morning.
My thoughts are, I really want to piggyback on what Charlotte said on his Donkey post. I feel like everybody is looking at their hero being destroyed. Growing up, like you said, all the music, and you just feel kind of bad. But I think we got to understand that a lot of these abusers are somebody's hero. And it doesn't mean that they are beyond redemption. For instance, my abuser was my child's father. I had to figure out how to deal with him. And I don't think that our relationship would be at the level that it is now if he hadn't put in the work to improve himself and understand what the issues were within. We have a wonderful relationship now, and it took a lot of work and a lot of forgiveness on both parts. So just keeping in mind that, like you said, these people are human. They are prone to making mistakes. They're somebody's heroes. Nobody's beyond redemption, but Diddy's definitely going to have to eat this pro right now and deal with it. And hopefully going forward, maybe we can see some signs of a human being and a real man.
Absolutely.
He obviously got some type of trauma.
Yeah.
The redemption don't have nothing to do with us, though. I don't want us to be looking at it like we're expecting him to make some type of comeback and it's going to be a comeback album. And no. The redemption is just him as a man, as a human. Like, he got to worry about his family lineage and his kids. Like, he got to break that generational curse for himself. Forget us.
Right. And I hate the way that sometimes we look at celebrities, right? Like you say, hero. I hate that term, right? And the reason I hate that term is a lot of people do look at celebrities as heroes, and the problem with that is they follow everything that their favorite celebrity does, whether it is what they eat, what they do, what they endorse, and all this stuff. And I hate it because it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, I respect his artistry. I respect him as a businessman, and I love the fact that he's done for our community, but he's not my hero.
Yeah.
He's not somebody I grew up with and was like, I want to be like Diddy. I know somebody could say, I want to, be in business like Diddy, but to be like him, it's not the same thing.
Is.
No, it's not.
You know why?
It is totally not the same thing.
Heroes,
it's not the same thing.
The pure definition of a hero is an ordinary person who does extraordinary things. So we watch the extraordinary things somebody like Diddy has done, and you're inspired by him. And guess what? Regardless of what he does in his personal life, his professional life has inspired a lot of people. And there's a lot of people who are successful because of Diddy's professional life following his blueprint. That doesn't change.
Yeah, but when you say hero, it's people who look up to these celebrities and want to be exactly like these celebrities.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? Because we don't know
because we don't know what a celebrity does. You can't want to be somebody that you don't know about. You only see what they want to show you.
Listen,
so if you want to show the business size and the fact that he's a billionaire, okay, cool. But I never wanted to be like Diddy.
It's just like sports.
I never wanted to be like Jay.
It's just like sports.
I never wanted to be like Michael Jordan.
It's just like sports.
I want to be like my dad.
Well, there's plenty of people who wanted to be like Michael Jordan. That's why
I wanted to play basketball like Michael Jordan.
It's the same difference.
It's not the same.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
We don't know these people personally that ever want to be them personally. So everything they show us is on a professional level. So that's why they could be like Mike commercials. Because I want to be like Mike when it comes to basketball.
Play basketball.
I want to be like Diddy when it comes to business. I want to be like a
businessman.
Tyler Perry, Jay-Z when it comes to business. That's all we know.
I felt like back in the day, it was more so like, the level of celebrity was way more valuable and way more untouchable. I feel like we know too much about celebrities today to even have that heroic sense of them. Like, I remember, I wanted to be like Michael Jackson growing up. I know I couldn't dance like him, but I looked at him as a hero, Michael Jackson, and then I looked at Beyonce growing up. I looked at, like Brandy, Toni Braxton. Yeah, I did idolize these people, but that's me not really. I was young. I didn't know any better. Like, dang, these are real people just like my mom, my aunts, my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Then I grew up, and then now celebrities these days, they show us so much of them.
It don't look unattainable.
Yeah, like look who would have known, that Will and Jada was going through all that they were going through. Because they were goals for people for a long time. Then who would have known that Brian McKnight was going through that as a parent?
Kids to look up at? Would you want your son to look at one of these celebrities as a hero?
Right now, no. Like, because he loves NBA YoungBoy. He loves, but we know so much more about NBA YoungBoy now than him just being a rapper. And it's not all lyrics. Like, he really be living the way he raps.
But your son wants to be in tech.
He does want to be in tech.
So there's plenty of people that I'm sure that he's going to start looking into that he's going to be inspired by.
Absolutely.
A hero, literally a hero is just an ordinary person who has done extraordinary things. We don't know these people personally. We know their professional lives and what they present to us professionally, and that's what we aspire to.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, business-wise, but not
it's
as
just
a personal.
Different for you,
But we got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yeah. So, again, more Diddy. Kodak Black's lawyer said something interesting, but Kelly Price on the situation, Bishop T.D. Jakes on the situation, and Dr. Umar, they had interesting things to say. News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So when Diddy shared his apology video, Kelly Price posted a comment that seemed like she was praying for him and she was getting backlash for it. Basically, in a nutshell, she said, "It is my sincere prayer that the power of the Holy Ghost overtake you." And then she says, "Do you know who God is? Lean not into your," or yeah, she messed this up. This is not me, or this is her. "Lean not into your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path." She was probably typing real fast, but I actually do know that scripture. So a lot of people was like commenting like, "Dang, you praying for him, but you not praying for Cassie and all this." And this was her response to the people in the video.
And we all have the capacity, if we allow ourselves, to go to a dark enough place to do some very horrible things. I don't stand with anything that is criminal. None of us can unsee what we saw. For those of you who got what I was trying to say, I don't need the clout. I simply said to him because I believed that he would hear it. I was pretty much telling him, do the soul work. For those of you who tried to make it that, do what you got to do to make your life feel important. I don't need to do those things. I actually do real things that leave a mark in this world, which is the reason why you actually know my name while you're trying to drag me.
Man, if y'all don't let Christians,
That's
how
what
y'all
I'm
mad
saying.
at Christians for being Christians? That's what Christians do, and they will continue to do that. People who are Christians pray for folks who have killed their family members. We see it time after time. That's what they do, and they believe in the redemptive power of God. So let Christians be Christians.
Absolutely, I think that. And then like you can pray for both. Basically, like she was saying, like she's praying that he does the work, like do the soul work.
And
like,
shouldn't we want that?
Yeah, exactly. Like
shouldn't we want him to never hurt nobody ever again?
Nobody else, you know. So, and who's to say she didn't? Just because she didn't publicly put it out there that she praying for Cassie and other victims, you know, we just can't. But the internet will have you just thinking all types of things. Bishop
The
T.
internet will have you doing the hokey pokey.
No,
put your left foot in, put your left foot out, put your right foot in, put your right foot out, put both of them in, shake them all about. You better figure it out.
Stupid. Bishop T.D. Jakes, he was even moved to address the domestic violence in his sermon this Sunday.
As a father and as a husband and as a son, when I saw the images that have been floating all over the news all week, it became difficult to watch. The atrocious, degrading, demeaning, debauchery. I know who it was, but I saw my daughters and it made me angry. And I thought, if it affected me like that as a man, how much more is that image a trigger for women who have been through that, who are currently going through that, who are in the middle of that, who feel trapped?
I always wonder with somebody like Pastor T.D. Jakes, who him and Diddy were friends, right?
They were friends, and then they actually were about to go into a partnership in 2021. They had teamed up to bring a sermon series to Revolt, which is obviously not happening.
But I thought they did that though.
They did?
I thought at one point they were playing Bishop T.D. Jakes sermons on Revolt.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
But
not anymore.
If that's your friend, right? And you stick with your friend through thick and thin and bad enough, I wonder what their conversations are like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, come here and let's heal yourself, bro. Let's get to the bottom of it, or do we just talk about it in the sermon? I'm just curious because there's a lot of people that are friends with Diddy.
That sermon wasn't about Diddy. What he said was absolutely true. You got to think that video came out on CNN. So do you know how many people were probably triggered by that video? So Bishop T.D. Jakes prayed for, you know, women who are going through that, women who have gone through that, women who have been triggered by that video. That wasn't nothing about Diddy.
No, it wasn't nothing about Diddy, but it surfaced because of that video, because it triggered some of his congregation, because there was a woman that he said came up to him while he was on his way into the church and said, "Can you just pray for women that are being abused and that are scared and trapped and, you know, in their households, they feel, you know." And he said the way that she spoke to him and said that, he can tell that she had maybe been going through something like that, you know, and that all comes from the triggering of seeing that video.
And he said he saw the video himself and he wanted to whip Diddy's ass.
Yeah.
He said that on the pulpit yesterday.
He didn't say he wanted to whip nobody's
Right,
ass
I lied.
on the pulpit.
Okay,
I was gonna say, damn, T.D. Jakes said he gonna beat up Diddy.
He didn't say
I
that.
lied.
Yeah. So that's
just
what
make
he-
this up. Just
making up stuff.
My dumb ass didn't see it. I'm like, what?
Like,
He
for
said that
real?
for
He said
real?
that?
He did say he saw his daughters though, and he made
And he
him
said
mad.
that he was
He said he was
angry.
upset and angry.
And he said he was angry about 3 times.
Then he said he
cut
wasn't
the
gonna beat
audio
Diddy
down,
up,
but
though.
No. Dr. Umar Johnson also shared his theory about how Diddy would get around his downfall. There's no audio, but he said, I'm not going to give this too much energy, as we have far more important issues to address than what happened 10 years ago. However, this isn't the end for Diddy. T.D. Jakes will help him set up his own megachurch. He will be saved and baptized and will probably make more money as a pulpit pimp than he ever has as a mogul. Puffy will rise from the ashes. #born again.
Now, Bishop T.D. Jakes said he gonna kick Dr. Umar ass if Dr. Umar keep lying on him and connecting him and Diddy together, talking about he gonna help him build a mega church. Now, he did say that.
He told you that?
No, he said that on the pulpit.
He ain't saying on no damn pulpit.
But what is okay? So Dr. Umar, like, he beefing with T.D. Jakes or something? Well, this is just really what he believes.
That's just a
or what?
Dr. Umar Johnson conspiracy theory. That's what he feels like is gonna happen.
Well, what do y'all think? Y'all think that can happen?
No.
A mega church?
No.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? That'll be weird and stupid, but okay. Yep, that's Jess With The Mess.
All right.
For today.
Well, thank you, Jess. All right. Now, when we come back, we got
can I tell people too, man? My book comes out tomorrow. Get Honest or Die Lying. Why Small Talk Sucks. My third book will be in bookstores everywhere tomorrow, and we're kicking it off by you can go to ctgbook.com right now to pre-order an autograph book plate edition of Get Honest or Die Lying, and I'm doing a virtual live signing on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can go to ctgbook.com to join. It'll be me and the good sister Nyla Simone, my niece.
Nice.
She'll be moderating the event.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I thought we was gonna get a day without that.
Nope. The book come out tomorrow. You about to get it a lot.
All right.
Okay. And it will be on The View this week and a
Oh
bunch of
my
other
God.
stuff. Yes. So
Yay.
be prepared to be sick of me.
You gonna be on the View?
Yeah, I've been on The View before, a couple times.
Okay, I know
times.
that's right, View.
Yeah, but I'll
You
be
said
on
you
The
gonna be on The
View. When I'll be on The View? I'll be on The View Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, now tomorrow, Charlamagne, Get Honest or Die Lying.
Yeah,
Your book
man.
comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, Get Honest or Die Lying comes out tomorrow. It's my third book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. And I will be doing a live signing with Premier Books tomorrow at 7 p.m. You just go to ctgbook.com and you can get you can pre-order an autograph book plate edition of Get Honest or Die Lying. I mean, people have been pre-ordering it, but tomorrow the book will actually be out. So you can get a autographed book plate edition of Get Honest or Die Lying. Just go to ctgbook.com, and I'll be doing a virtual live signing tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with Nyla Simone. And if you're in New York City, on May 22nd, I'll be at the Barnes & Noble on 5th Avenue at 1 p.m. And then I'll be at the Barnes & Noble in Paramus, New Jersey at 5 p.m. And on the 23rd at 7 p.m., I'll be in Philadelphia at Green Street Friends School with Uncle Bobby's Coffee and Books. And then this Saturday, I'll be in Coral Gables, Florida at Books and Books at 2 p.m. So a lot going on this week, man. Just go to whysmalltalksucks.com for more details and where to get your tickets for when I come to your city to talk, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks.
All right. Well, you got a positive note?
Yes, and the positive note is simply this. You can lie to anyone else in the world, but you can't lie to yourself. I don't know when people are going to realize that, but have a blessed day.